Hi, this is John Teakell, Federal Criminal Defense Attorney. I'm here to speak with you about whether you should do a proffer session or not in federal court. A proffer session is sometimes known as a protected talk. It is in the federal system and it pertains to somebody if they're charged or the target of an investigation for a criminal case in federal court. Essentially, the proffer is that you would get immunity for what you tell in a proffer session. That is, a proffer meaning that you give answers to the government's questions. And understand that you have promised to, pursuant to your agreement for the proffer, to tell the truth to all and any questions asked you when you go in the session. Now, the proffer session is fairly informal. It involves the prosecutor, the agents, you and your attorney, and you sit around a table and they test your credibility with questions that they know and see if you're telling the truth, but they also want to find out about information that you potentially were involved in or information about the investigation that they're questioning you about. Now, the potential upside for a proffer session and doing it is if you think that you can possibly convince the U.S. Attorney to not charge you. That is, if your chances are high for doing that, that's a potential upside. Now, the potential downside for a proffer session is that you are locked into your answers that you give at that point. And also that if you answer the questions by the government, the U.S. Attorney and the agents, you could be giving away or just showing them information that you could develop for your defense if you are indeed charged in an indictment. Now, the question of do I do a proffer session can be answered shortly with this: yes, if one of two things. You believe the chances are higher that you can convince the U.S. Attorney to not prosecute you, or two, if it is indeed a good case against you and you need to downplay or mitigate the case, go in, answer their questions, and tell them what your involvement was versus what it was not. You need an attorney who has dealt with these before to guide you through it, to make the decision for you, find out what the allegations are against you and what information that you have that you can push back with, so to speak, or downplay your involvement. Again, this is Attorney John Teakell. Call me and I'll be glad to guide you through any situation like this. Thank you.